Hello, class 12th students. So far, we have learned in this chapter number 7. Exercise number 7.2 up to the question number 26 in part 2. Now, in this part 3rd, we start with the question number 26. We want to do the integration of this function is that. So, integration of this function, let's say how can we find out the integration of this function. Say what the function is given. Square root sine 2x cos 2x dx. Remember always, we always from the radical sign this part, because we don't have any formula that under the square root we have a this trigonometric function is there, and we are able to solve this one. So I will always put this one substitute by something is that I say put this one should be sine 2x, we take as a substitution sine 2x equal to t. So sine 2x equal to t, if you do the differentiation, you are getting cos 2x into 2 dx equal to dt. So now this integration becomes what? If we put the here the value sine 2x equal to t and cos 2x dx equal to dt by 2. So this integration becomes square root t, and this becomes cos 2x dx becomes dt by 2. Simplify this one, you see that here 1 by 2 taken outside, t raised to half dt. So if we do the integrations, half t raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 plus some constant c. Simplify this one, this 2 and this 2. You see this 2 and this 2 will be cancel out. So we are getting 1 by 3 t raised to 3 by 2 plus some constant c. And now put the value of t. What is the value? Now I would like to put the value of t. Say t equal to sine 2x. So we say 1 by 3 sine 2x raised to power 3 by 2 plus some constant c. This is the answer. Now we like to do the next question 28. Say in this 28 question number 28, cos x divided by under root 1 plus sin x. Again, when we are doing this integrations, you see this trigonometric function is given inside this radical sign. So this is a catch, that this is inside the radical sign is there. So we have to put this part as a t. Put 1 plus sin s, the whole part inside the radical is taken as t. Now take the differentiation. Sin x, you are getting cos x dx equal to dt. Now you put the value here. What the integration becomes? Integration cos x dx. You see this cos x dx will be equal to what? Dt. So we have here dt in the numerator and divided by under root t. Simplify this one. T raised to minus half dt. If you do the integration, you are getting t raised to half divided by 1 by 2. That will see 2 times plus some constant c. I forget to write down the c constant. Always write down here plus some constant c. So it comes out 2 times t raised to half plus some constant c. And what is the value of t? T equal to 1 plus sin x to 1 plus sin x raised to power half plus some constant c. This will be the answer. Now, I would like to do this question number 29. Cot x log of sin x. See, in this question, what should be, I have to substitute the value because this is a two function just in product. Can substitution in one can help us? Yes, let's see. Try to us. We put this log cot x is here, no doubt. To put log sin x whole part as a t. Okay, then it will comes out 1 upon sin x, and integration differentiation of sin x will be say the cos x dx equal to dt. So this will be equal to, you can say, cot x dx equal to dt. Yeah, this becomes the easy part. Cot x dx become dt, and log sin x is t. So log sin x, t, and this cot x dx will be equal to, dt. So addition solving this one, t square by 2 plus some constant c, and now put the value of t equal to, log of sin x whole square divided by 2 plus some constant c. This will be the answer. Now, question number 30. Question number 30 says sin x divided by 1 plus cos x. Say we have this one in the numerator we have sin x, and denominators we have cos x. So in this question again, it is easy one because we have to remove the denominator. We want to eliminate the denominators are there. You see this 1 plus cos x is there. We take the put 1 plus cos x equal to t. Comes out minus sin x dx equal to dt. So put this value here. Sin x dx becomes what? Minus dt. And 1 plus cos x is t. So you can say minus 1 upon t dt. That will be equal to, log of mod t plus some constant c. And t equal to what? 1 plus cos x. So natural log of mod 1 plus cos x plus some constant c. This will be the answer. Now, question number 31. What is question number 31 saying? Sin x in the numerator and 1 plus cos x square in the denominators are there. So I say, I take here again, if I take the 1 plus cos x equal to t, the sin x can be removed. Okay, put 1 plus cos x equal to t. So we say that here minus sin x dx equal to dt. Put the value here. This integration becomes minus dt divided by t square. So you can say minus integration of 1 upon t square dt. Say t square dt we can write down here minus t raised to minus 2 dt can be written as, we do the integration now, minus t raised to minus 1 divided by minus 1 plus some constant c. See, this minus 1 sign and this minus sign will be cancelled out. So it becomes t raised to minus 1 plus c, or you can say 1 upon t plus c. Put the value of t equal to 1 upon 1 plus cos x, 1 plus cos x. So put the value here of t, we are getting 1 upon 1 plus cos x plus some constant c. This is the answer. Now, you see this question number 32. One plus cot x. 1 upon 1 plus cot x dx. Say in the denominator we take anything, so we are not getting that part. So I will put the cot x equal to cos x and sin x. So this becomes what? 1 upon 1 plus cos x upon sin x dx. It can be simplified further, and you are getting here sin x plus cos x, and the sin x goes upper side, sin x dx. Still, if we take the denominator as a t, it will not solve the purpose. So I take the multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. So I will say 1 by 2 times of this one, 2 times sin x dx upon sin x plus cos x. Now I will add what I say. I will add plus cos x and minus x in the numerator. So it becomes half. We are making adding the sin x plus cos x, and again we have sin x. We say minus of cos x. Basically, in numerator we add the plus cos x and minus cos x. So doesn't matter. And now in the denominator we have sin x plus cos x. So separate this part. Now we want to separate these parts. Half integration. This is the two terms are there. One is sin x plus cos x upon sin x plus cos x. Sin x plus cos x divided by sin x plus cos x dx, plus half times integration of sin x minus cos x divided by sin x plus cos x dx. So first part will be cancelled out. You can say this becomes a half integration of dx, plus second part. For the second part, we look out here for this second part, plus half this part. I put here, I say this is I1 better. Okay. In the second part, let's say I will write down here better. Put sin x plus cos x equal to t. So you see cos x minus sin x dx equal to dt. So what the value we are getting here? Say plus half integration. This comes out minus dt upon t. So we are taking the integrations. We are getting half x minus, but this minus comes out, minus 1 by 2 log mod t plus some constant c. Now put the value of t equal to sin x plus cos x equal to t. So half x minus half log mod sin x plus cos x plus some constant c. This will be the answer of the question. Now we want to do this question number 33. The similar questions that just we did. Instead of cot, we have a now tan x is there. So similar fashion, we will solve this question. Means this integration we want to do, we put the tan x equal to 1 upon 1 minus sin x upon cos x dx. that can be written as cos x upon cos x minus sin x dx. See, multiply the numerator by 2. So we are getting 1 by 2, 2 times cos x upon cos x minus sin x dx. So again, you add the plus sin x and minus sin x, half integration cos x plus sin x plus cos x minus sin x divided by cos x minus sin x, and we have a dx. Separate the terms, you are getting half integration of dx, no doubt, plus half integration of cos x minus sin x upon cos x minus sin x will cancel out basically, and this is cos x plus sin x, cos x minus sin x dx. So in second part of this integration, I will put this in the second part of integration. We say put this one cos x minus sin x equal to t. Differentiate this one minus sin x minus cos x dx equal to dt. So now solve this one. Half dx, let's say we will put the integration the next line, half integration of dx plus half cos x plus sin x. You see the minus signs are there, so it comes out minus dt divided by t. So taking integration, half x minus half log t plus some constant c. Put the value of t, half x minus half log mod cos x minus sin x plus some constant c. This will be the answer of this question. Now, next question. Question number 34. You see in these questions, terms are given to you root tan x, sin x, cos x. Okay. So what should I have to do? I have to remove the denominator basically, and root tan x is there. I say I will divide the numerator and denominator by cos square x, can serve us any purpose. If I divide this numerator and denominator by cos square x, so it becomes the tan x, and denominator we have a cos x. Can help anything? No. This is the root tan x in the numerator, and we have to see this one. So we divide the numerator and denominator by cos square x. Divide numerator and denominator by cos square x. So what we are getting? We are getting root tan x into sec square x divided by, in the bottom side, we are getting tan x dx. So this becomes what? Sec square x dx divided by root tan x. Now put tan x equal to t So it becomes sec square x dx equal to dt. So the integration becomes, you can say dt divided by root t, or you can say t raised to minus half dt. If we are taking the integration, it becomes t raised to half upon half plus c, or you can say 2 times t raised to half plus some constant c. Put the value of t equal to 10x, so it comes out 2 times, this is the root 10x plus some constant c. This is the answer of this question. Now, we will do this question number 35. 35 says 1 plus log x whole square dx. So which term we have to substitute? Say log x terms are there, so 1 upon x can be cancelled out easily. So we say put numerator terms inside the square, 1 plus log x equal to t, and we are getting 1 upon x dx equal to dt. So this integration becomes what? T square into dx upon x dt. So it becomes out t cube by 3 plus some constant c. And you know, t is here 1 plus log x, 1 plus log x whole power 3 divided by 3 plus some constant c. This is the answer. Now, next question 36. Question number 36, again you see in this question, we have a lot terms are there, and in denominator we have small x. So naturally this lot terms can solve this purpose. I will take this square terms are there. We are interested more these square terms as a t. So we say x put x plus log x equal to t. So what we are getting basically 1 plus 1 upon x dx equal to dt. Simplify this one, you are getting x plus 1 upon x dx equal to dt. So this integration becomes what? Integration of, you see x plus log x whole square becomes t square, and you see this one x plus 1 x into dx will becomes dt. So taking a square, we are getting t cube upon 3 plus some constant c. Now we see, put the value of t, 1 by 3, t is here x plus log x whole cube plus some constant c. This is the answer. Now, question number 37. Say, what should we have to taken as a substitutions are that in this question number 37? You see this is there, there's a sine function is that, and this angle is given. Oh, naturally we have to take this angle as a t, because we want to, we have no formula for to solving this questions are there. So always we take the argument of the function as a t, tan inverse x raised to 4 equal to t. So tan inverse x will comes out, you know, if we solve this one, 1 upon 1 plus x raised to 4 square into 4x cube dx equal to dt. Simplify this one, you see this one. So it says 4x cube upon 1 plus x raised to 8, 4 into 2, 8, dx equal to dt. So this integration becomes what? This integration becomes integration sine, you see sine t, And this x cube dx upon 1 plus x raised to 8 becomes dt by 4. dt by 4. So this integration becomes 1 by 4 integration of sine t dt. So 1 by 4 sine t, it becomes minus 1 by 4 cos t plus some constant c. Put the value of t, we are getting the answer, minus 1 by 4 cos, and t is here tan inverse x raised to 4 plus some constant c. This is the answer. Now we will do the question number 38. Look at this question number 38. Choose the correct answer in exercise 38 and 39. Okay, and we have to find out the correct answer of this question. Say this integration is given to you. So what's the substitution I have to take? Say this denominator is always extra. I want to remove the denominators. Usually, you know that we want to remove the denominators are there. Put x raised to 10 plus 10 raised to x as t. So what you are getting? Differentiate. This x raised to 10, 10 x raised to 9 plus 10 raised to x log a log 10 dx equal to dt. So this integration becomes what? Say this 10 is 10x raised to 9 plus 10x log x dx. This numerator becomes dt and denominator we have t. So it will comes out log mod t plus c. And what is the value of log t? Log 10 raised to x, not 10 is x raised to 10. Yeah, you can say 10 raised to x plus x raised to 10 plus some constant c. So this D part is the right answer for this question. Now, question number 39. This is the last question of this exercise 7.2. So you have to solve this one and find out the answer. So I divide in this question. You see, both our denominators are there. I want to make the 10 terms. Okay. Sine square x, cos square x, the denominator, I want the 10 terms. So I divide the numerator and denominator by cos square x. Divide the numerator and denominator by cos square x, not square x, cos raised to 4x. Okay. So this becomes what? It becomes sec raised to 4x dx divided by, in the bottom side we have tan square x. Okay. So this sec 4x can be written as in two parts. One is a sec square x into sec square x dx upon tan square x. So I put here, put tan x equal to t. So we are getting sec square x dx equal to dt. Also we know that sec square x will be equal to what? 1 minus 1 plus tan square x. So this integration becomes what? 1 plus t square dt divided by t square. So simplify this one, you are getting 1 upon t square dt plus integration of dt. Taking integration, what you are getting? 1 upon t square, if you do the integrations are there, you are getting here always minus 1 upon t plus this one t plus some constant c, right? Now we put the value of t equal to 10x. So t equal to 10x, it becomes minus 1 upon 10x plus 10x plus some constant c. It will be minus cot x plus 10x plus c. So minus cot x plus 10x, 10x minus cot x plus c. This is the B is the right answer. So this is the end of the exercise 7.2 part third, and I hope you enjoy and understand the concept very well.